I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's dark, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now, no reason to doubt. It's clear to see, all eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice. America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on there. I'm on earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So she the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, to the skull. Ignorant, can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 9 to 6. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my, strictly for my. Survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm in deep cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, C-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
Somebody call for the queen. Dagger.
Yeah. I never get anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the 100, like he tryna move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on. They calling for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. Big Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. I got it in the
the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear the haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new Bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me though. You either with me or win. Curve everything else. Win. These ops ain't win. Start chasing that. Win. Big J Rock go on 10. Exit at 4. Bring friends. Matt Black 2 dope. Jump in. You might wanna keep scope. I win. Forearm tattoos. That's squad. All of them go. Don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no. I got bigger plans for staying rich. I've been tapped in since I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? 90!
A second down throw for Brissett. He's got that one complete to Darbo. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run past midfield. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And down right around the 37. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Open space inside the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun for Sam. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Stacy Coley on the return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Over! Set! Blue 90! Over!
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun!
They'll look to throw here. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
I I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Brissett on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. That's complete to Darvill. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Now Brissett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. To play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And his kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. And not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He got 29 yards that time. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. "14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Gun!
action. They'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. A handoff to Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's go. What? 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Brissett now on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Second down, Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. The handoff to Penny, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Here we go. What? 90.
Brissett. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Let's go! What? 90!
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And the Seahawks on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Seahawks on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And you can bump the lead up to 9. It's 15-6. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Green 39! Green 39!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is Shepard on the catch. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Gun!
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And they'll run it here. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far.
Let's go! Try 38! Try 38!
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed him out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back to throw here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Then Latimer's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, man.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
All right, here we go. Blue, line it.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 10 seconds remaining now. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll try to rebound next week.